that?
Peoples, what's going on?
I'm sure everybody feeling.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Thank God it's
Before we
Friday.
get started, I just wanted to say we are some beautiful people. Beautiful people. Our skin is amazing. We are beautiful. I just wanted to put it out there.
Okay.
I'm glad you put that out there. Now, did you mean just the people on screen, or you meant like just black people?
I was talking about us specifically, but
Okay.
The
black
apple
as
whites.
well.
All right, I'm with that one. I'm with that one. Everybody week was. Nicole, how was your week? What's going on? Who house you say this week? Nobody. Okay. Jay, how was your week?
Oh, I mean, I got a few people that get put out, but we trying to get them, direct payment. So,
Okay.
but still, it's stressful because they think we can do more than what we can. And, as much as I love helping people, I understand why sometimes people that have these type of jobs become real. You know what I'm saying? Because when you care too much, no matter how many times I explain to these people, this is my role. I'm going to be working with you. And once I do this, I'm passing it on to your housing advocate and she'll be handling it from there. That's who will contact you. I don't talk to the actual people that's going to give you the money. She does. But because I'm so compassionate and empathetic, they still be calling me. And I'll be like, you need to talk to her.
What they be saying, like, hey, I ain't got that money yet, Nicole.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing from nobody yet. It's a government program. You know that stuff take a long time. Shoot, my daddy's still waiting for that funeral assistance.
The COVID stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be out. By the time he get it, it's gonna be time. Yeah.
Oh, don't say it. Don't you say that.
Jay, how was your week?
Just, whoo.
That right there is like your personality in one sentence. Half thought, I should say. That's your personality right there in one half thought. My week was all right. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It was all right. It wasn't bad.
That was it?
Yeah. I think I'll talk to y'all about some stuff offline, but it was all right. It wasn't bad at all.
All right. My week was up and down. I had a lot happen, like work. Got some things done. Probably took up like one more project. I think I was talking to Jay about it. I might pick up the project in Dalton with the concession stand and stuff. I might wind up doing that one. I saw a couple of videos. I didn't send y'all the video. I sent Nicole. Did you watch the video I sent? About
the pastor?
Yeah.
I mean, I was still confused about why you sent it.
Okay. See, because you know what? When you sent me that message and asked, like you was trying to watch it, my first thought was, why was it so hard for you to watch?
It wasn't hard for me to watch. It's just that I didn't feel like so far as much as I had watched it too. By the time I had texted you that message, I was only like a little over the 17 mark where you said between like 17 and 25. So I was just past 17 and he didn't say anything that I was like, yeah, or mm-mm. It was just like, okay, like, why do I need to watch this? He didn't say anything profound. He didn't say anything I agreed with. It was just somebody that sounded like he was preaching at people to me, as opposed to teaching. He just sounded like he was preaching at people. You're around here doing this and blah, blah, one of those type of preachers.
And you know what I get from hearing you talk?
What?
I get a person who is so anchored in what they believe that they didn't listen to what was said.
It was nothing about belief. He didn't say anything that I disagreed with.
This is the thing, though, because see, that's why I hate that I didn't send it to everybody to listen to, because I didn't send it to you. I didn't send it to you because of the fact. Whereas I thought, oh, you need to hear this or something. There was a part in there that struck me.
That's why I asked you. I said, did he say something specifically that you want me to hear? Because why? That's all I was saying. And then you said 17 to 25. I still didn't understand what struck you. So I was just trying to get you to say, he said this. And maybe I would have been like, oh, and had a comment. But he didn't say anything striking to me that made me feel like it was worth talking, or that made me feel like I wanted to share it with anybody else.
Once again,
I didn't feel any type of way, is what I'm saying. I didn't
once
feel like,
again,
oh, my beliefs. He didn't, like I said, he didn't say anything I disagreed with. So it wasn't so much I don't believe what he said, or he said something. He didn't say anything I disagreed with, but it was nothing. Maybe I felt like, okay, yeah.
Can we back up a bit and just get some understanding, because I'm with the audience right now and I'm clueless. So
I was gonna go on to something because I really wasn't trying to jump in it because I did not. It's an hour-long video. I didn't even watch it all myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's a pass, and the only reason I really sent it is because of how I have been feeling lately. You know what I'm saying? And so, and there's a part in there where that's how I felt when he started talking about how pastors preach and things about the most thing was he was trying to tell people when we're so sanctified or Christian or holy that sometimes we just need to shut up. Sometimes we don't have the answer to everything, is what he was saying at that part. And that was what he was talking about at the part where I said what struck me was like, well, when somebody dies and you got to tell them, oh, well, God needed them better than we did, or God needed a flower in his garden, all the little things that they try to say to comfort you at one point. You know what I'm saying? That's the part.
I did think that was humorous when he said that. Some of the stuff he was saying, you know, that people say, oh, when a child died, oh, God needed a flower in his garden. You know, I thought that was
like,
the guy
who created everything needed another tulip, so he took my child. And his thing was, but I felt that because at the end he said in that same thing, his thing was, and you can't understand why people don't want to serve your Jesus. If you know what I'm saying, these are the things that you tell them, and that's how I have been feeling for over a year.
Well, I wish you would have said that to me, because I didn't understand.
I said that to you sitting in your living room.
No, from the video, I didn't understand why the video, because it didn't connect. Me hearing that, I just would laugh like, yeah, but I still didn't connect that's how you were feeling. I don't know if you felt like, oh, that was funny. All I felt watching that was like, yeah, that's true. And I also felt like, yeah, people say that in the Black community, and they do say stuff like, God needed you, loved them, but God needed them more. As much as I love God and I don't go to church, I haven't found a church home, but when I was going to church and stuff, I never would tell nobody that, even though that's what people say, but I would never tell nobody that. So I just feel like sometimes when people try to use the excuse, and maybe because I've always looked at everything with, don't nobody owe me nothing. Can't, I do what I need. I try to do it on my own so that nobody can't never throw nothing in my face or whatever. And it kind of feeds into the whole thing of, don't nobody have a heaven or hell to put me in, right? So I can't let somebody else send me to hell. Oh, you an adulterer and you go to church? I can't go to church because y'all sin more than me. That ain't got nothing to do with my salvation. That's you. You can't save me and I can't save you. As long as when I go to church and that pastor's preaching from the book and he's preaching the word, I can't worry about what nobody else is doing and say you're the reason why I'm not going to church.
But
I ain't going to church because of you.
You're coming at that. You're coming at that from the mindset of a person who's already grounded and who already has a belief. You understand? So now, once you're already grounded, then nobody can keep. No matter what another person say, then your thought is, I'm not going to allow you to keep me from what I already know is right. When you're talking with it, but the thing about when he was talking, it was more so talking to Christians about when they're speaking to people who don't have that belief just yet, and the reason that those people shy away from the church. Not saying me in this point. That part, I felt that part just because of what's happened over this last period of time. that part of stuff. But then listening to the rest of it, I understood that because I have those conversations with our cousin all the time about things like that, and about how you present it to people who don't have the belief just yet, and how you can deter a person who does not have the belief by preaching. Because most of the time, I don't want to say old school Christians or whatever, the way that they produce or the way that they preach Jesus or God to a person is a hand of steel. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you do this, or if you don't do this here, you burn it in hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is. And that's the only way I sent it to you. But I sent it to you for that part, but I'm like, okay, let Nicole hear this. Because in my head, okay, you a Christian. I mean, you a Bible thumper.
Oh.
So I was like, I said to, guess what? And this is the thing. The two people who are holier than thou to me.
I'm not holier than thou. I'm holier than thou to you.
I sent it to those two people, and guess what? There was no reaction from either one of those. I sent it to the elder. Ain't heard nothing about it. I sent it to you, and it was like, why need to listen to this? I'm trying to listen to this, but what is it? What is it?
But see, I guess you didn't get it though, because I wasn't sending it to you as if I already know what I know. What you telling me I need to hear this? I didn't feel that. I didn't feel like, that's why I said, is this something in here that you need me to specifically listen to? Because honestly, watching that video, seeing that it was an hour long, and in the 17 minutes, I didn't hear anything profound, I'll say. And I didn't want to watch the whole video because it was kind of boring to me. It wasn't nothing that made me stop work and say, that's interesting, because nothing he said to me was nothing I disagreed with. Even when it got to the part about, I feel the same way when somebody died. Oh, he's in heaven now. I guess ain't nobody in hell, huh? Everybody say that no matter what they did. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, okay, if I hear a pastor say that, I wouldn't feel compelled to send that to nobody. You know what I mean?
I'm going to send it to you because Man just said I should have sent it to him.
That's all I was saying. I wasn't trying to come off
I didn't watch it. I put it on there like I was doing something else. I just put it on and let it play because I didn't need to look at him.
Yeah, I was trying to work and listen to it, but it was a little boring to me. And that's why I was like,
I sent it to you too, Jay.
And that's why I was like, okay, let me watch what it is. He had to have said something in here for you to be sending it to me. Just tell me where that part at. That's why I was trying to get to. Let me just watch because it's an hour long. What I need to be listening to, because I wasn't gonna make it. That's why I said I'm trying to watch this because it was boring to me. I'm gonna be honest.
Rest of my week was good. A lot of online stuff. Y'all been hearing about the Karen Civil. I've been listening to the Karen Civil stuff all week. Before we get into topic, I wanted to touch on the two biggest things that have been going on. Of course, R. Kelly, and also I wanted to talk about Ari. I don't know which way y'all want to go first.
Oh, did you know Danielle Richardson?
One? Yeah, dark skin.
Yeah, she passed away, right?
No.
Yeah, she passed away a couple days ago.
Ooh.
She had COVID. Now, she posted on August 25th in the hospital and said, yeah, COVID got me. Oxygen levels are low. Please pray for me. That was her last post, August 25th. And I think on the Monday she passed. So I don't know if she was in the hospital that whole time.
Condolences to her family.
Are you crying?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Oh, my bad.
What were you about to say? About Kels or Ari? Which one wanted to go?
Yeah. I was going to be me, Nicole.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess we could just we could run past that and we could just go.
The conversation we were just having with preaching. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, really? Okay.
I stopped.
My goodness. Oh, but where Tasha going?
Away, so she'll go to hell with Mel.
So
she don't be one of the two people that make it to hell. So everybody else going to heaven.
Tasha just know me.
Anyway, I guess since we here, we might as well discuss Kales for a slight.
Kales, we almost need
Sylvester,
to bring we
Robert
almost need to bring the
Sylvester,
producer in too, because he been shooting at Kales all week.
Robert Sylvester Kelly.
He been pow, 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 pow. He been all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? I think he been trying to get some side pussy at the, I'm saying, on his wife or something. He been out here picking. He been out here picking, you know what I'm saying? Just dropping ignorant stuff about Kales all day.
It ain't ignorant. Everything he was saying was true.
Like what?
Everything.
What'd he say?
You would have to. I can't look at it on my phone because I'm on my phone. But everything he said, I liked.
I don't know what exactly he said. I don't even know what.
It wasn't that he posted anything that was untrue about what it is. I just think he was in like just attack mode for like no reason.
Basically what he was saying, and one post in particular that I remember, and I agree with, he was talking about how for all you people are posting this meme with, huh?
I gotta step away for 1 second.
Okay. How all you people are posting a side by side of R. Kelly and Hugh Hefner, you know. Just say you don't like black women. I agree everything he said, because
how does that correlate to not liking black
I'm
women?
just saying because of how they're defending him, right? So it to me it comes down to you. R. Kelly was doing this to black women. He wasn't, it ain't like a Bill Cosby thing where Bill Cosby ain't had no discrimination. He was just drugging women. R. Kelly was doing this to young black girls and protect us. And basically people are saying, I don't care because it's not close to home. It wasn't my daughter. It wasn't me. Where the mama shouldn't have. Who cares? Because I don't care if the mama had her for sale. He shouldn't have been buying. Like I said earlier, can't nobody come to me and say, oh, I heard you can help put my 13-year-old son on. If you help him, I'll let you fuck him.
But in what you're saying though, is because like, don't get me wrong, I'm not, you know what I mean, I don't really deal in underage and stuff like that. But I think my big issue is we absolving everybody but R. Kelly. And because everybody I've heard argue with it is, I don't care if the parents gave him to him. I don't care what the other people, I don't care. Nobody else is that wrong here but R. Kelly. And I'm not saying he was right. But if you gave your child on a silver platter to him, it's on him to be the one to turn it down. And now,
yes.
But the parent has no fault.
No, nobody is saying the parent don't.
Saying that.
No,
listen
to me. No, listen. That's in response to people talking about R. Kelly. All I'm saying is, okay, R. Kelly, they saying it like he shouldn't be in jail if they not. All I'm saying is, forget them. His part, he's where he belongs.
No,
yes, everybody.
All I'm saying is,
and what I said earlier,
why aren't they where they belong?
But that's a whole different story. That's
why he's in jail already.
No, but my thing is, but see, people are using that to defend him. It's one thing to say, okay, yeah, we got one down, we got 5 more to go. No, they're saying, no, if R. Kelly, then this and he's this, ruining a legacy. No, he ruined his own legacy.
I'm not saying that now. I'm saying he's where he's supposed to be.
I'm not talking about you, but nobody is saying what you're saying.
But what I'm saying now is, why are we not going after anybody else who had anything to do with it? Why is he the only one to pay for this?
But who is we? Because
as a society, period.
That's not true, because ever since this started, society has been clowning the mamas and saying the parents knew. Everybody been saying before he even got his verdict, the parents need to be going to jail too. Everybody that helped him secure these young girls need to be going to jail too. Everybody been saying that. Nobody's been denying that, but they're using that to make it seem, and then they bring up Elvis Presley and all these other white people that didn't go to jail. So what? That means he shouldn't go to jail because the white people didn't. So everybody should just fuck little kids then, and nobody should go to jail because the white people got away with it. Let everybody just take that off the books as a crime then. It don't matter what nobody else got away with. He's where he's supposed to be. And if you feel like next is to go after them, then say, okay, fine. 1 down, 50 more to go. Let's get these other ones. But that's not what people saying. People are making it like, since the mama's not on trial, he shouldn't have to go to jail. That's the impression when people are defending him. Or since Hugh Hefner ain't in jail, since Elvis married a minor, since he ain't in jail, why are we going after R. Kelly, ruining his legacy? No.
My thing is,
He did what he did.
My thing is, I don't care about his legacy and everything, but in the same sense, how my mind works, he shouldn't be punished more than the parent who gave him their child. That's what I'm not saying he don't deserve to be in jail. I'm not saying he don't deserve his punishment, but he should not be punished more than the parent who gave him their child plus profited off of it. And when they were no longer able to profit, now all of a sudden they're able to come forward and say what he did, cry a couple tears, and oh no, and then we would have never let this happen. And all of a sudden he's the only one that's being punished. No, everybody else is absolved from this.
I disagree, because everybody know when the one he got away with back in the day. I saw the tape. Maybe I'm incriminating myself for watching child pornography, but everybody know that was him on that tape. It was him. He got away with it. He should have sat down. He still kept doing it.
Because he was being protected by the people he was doing it for.
Exactly. So he deserved everything he get. And I don't care how much it is. He deserved it. And it don't, to me, it don't matter. It's more or less. He deserved everything he's getting.
He does that. But now what you're telling me is the parent don't deserve nothing though.
I didn't say that. I said
fighting in this here.
No, that's not what I'm fighting. If you listen, so you listening to respond. What I'm saying is people are using that because, as far as we know, they could be going after everybody else. I don't know what they're putting together. But since the parents and everybody have not been put on trial, people are saying basically, if they're not going, if and nobody else is going to jail, he shouldn't. And that's what I disagree with. He definitely should.
Hey, Bree.
And what I'm saying is, he's in jail, and so now let's go after them. It shouldn't be, if they don't never go to jail, he shouldn't have to. I don't agree with that.
But I don't agree with that either. But I think what it looks like, the fact is, it looks like how they keep bringing R. Kelly back in, that we're just going to keep trying to punish him more, and ain't nobody else going to get anything about
Well, they need them in order to punish him.
He's already been found guilty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't know if they building the case against them now.
Before they come up with this racketeering now.
But what I'm saying is, we don't know if they're putting a case against the people that actually admitted to, I was the one.
What'd you say?
How long you been in jail?
I don't know, a year or two?
2 years, 2-3 years, something like that.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 years.
But what I'm saying is, for this trial now, they needed those people's testimony to put them away.
But what I'm saying is, there was no need for this trial. There was no need to try to bring him racketeering charges against him and everything when he was already guilty for the child sex or whatever. He was already in jail. That was already going on. Now we're still trying to find a way. Yes, Bree. All of them need to go to jail. That's the only point I'm trying to get to. I'm not trying to fight to get Kales out.
But all I'm saying is we agree. All I was trying to defend was what the producer was putting on Facebook. He wasn't saying nobody else, is just R. Kelly. All he was saying was he was defending the fact that he's where he needs to be. And everybody else is using the argument that if nobody else is punished, then he shouldn't. Y'all going after his legacy. That's we agree. That's a
race thing, though. That's a race thing.
But we agree. Everybody should be punished, but none of whoever's not punished should not be an argument against R. Kelly. R. Kelly is where he needs to be. Case closed. Boom. Now what should be saying is, now let's go after these other people. Not, well, if they not, why he? No, it don't matter. If Hugh Hefner or not, why R. Kelly? If this, why are it don't, none of that matters.
That's one of them. We want the world to be fair for us.
He did what he did. Because if the world gonna be fair and you can say, well, because this man didn't go to jail, let R. Kelly out, then everybody can go out here and fuck a child.
Yeah, I think even deeper than that though, like we know how the criminal justice system works. Like you need some people to go along for you to get the big fish too. So some of these people that we believe should go down will not go down. And that's the harsh reality of it. Like a lot of these people were probably just as guilty as, being in the bed with these kids because they bringing them to them, keeping them sheltered, keeping them held hostage or whatever the case may be, helping them out with all of that. And just like Lavelle said, once the money ran dry and they couldn't get nothing else from Kels, it's like, all right, I got some information, I can give you this. You're exonerated because we really just want him. You know what I mean? So
you see Michael clowning you.
I read it. He's just trying to get me to show him my chest. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it, Michael. No. No, you don't get to see my chest. And yes, I've been in the gym. What?
Also, to kind of piggyback off this, he got an endorsement from the Cosby camp. I don't know if
yeah, and ain't nobody asked him. Ain't nobody asked Bill nothing.
Yeah, well, his representatives come out and say that Kels.
Mike said, "Sorry, you lady was listening to R. Kelly."
Cosby's representative says that this is an attack on successful black men, and Kels is being railroaded.
No. No, we don't need to do the rest of that. No. Chicago knew from the day one.
Since I was in high school. He used to be at Kenwood when I was
He's always
there.
been guilty. There was never, and the bigger issue is the fact that we've always known he was guilty, and guess what? We as a society didn't say anything until surviving R. Kelly. Now all of a sudden we got to get him off the, you know what I'm saying? Now we got to get him off the street or whatever, you know what I'm saying? After surviving R. Kelly, now it was, oh, he got to go to jail. Oh, he's such a monster. We knew that shit before that.
I think we knew in Chicago that he was dealing with minors, but we didn't know to the extent of the whole.
Yeah, I didn't know all this.
Locking them in the house and all that weird shit that was behind all of it. Like, we ain't know to that extent. Now, that's not to say that him messing with minors shouldn't have put him away, but there was a lot more that probably pushed that outrage too.
Only thing I didn't really understand was when they were talking about, now these are grown women, right? And when they were talking about, some woman was talking about she put feces on her face and all of this. And part of me just kind of felt like, okay, none of what she said is illegal. Having a fetish is not illegal. They just really trying to make him look disgusting and horrible. You know what I'm saying? So that the jury would just not like him, period. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, I didn't follow this trial. I just heard little bits and pieces of this and there. And it was just kind of like, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really understand what they were trying him for. I did read one that said, even in the documents, he's being charged with him marrying Aaliyah. How was that? Why they throw that in there all these years later? So I do believe they just trying everything to get him. But it ain't like he ain't do none of it. So it ain't like they just making up stuff to throw on him, which would be different from Bill Cosby. You know, I'm sure they threw a couple of lies in there for Bill Cosby, but R. Kelly gave him everything.
Yes, Tasha, he was on trial for this before. That was with the video. And I don't know why people didn't stop fucking with him after that. Yeah, but see,
I never liked Step in the Name of Love.
The video, no. I Believe I Can Fly came out after the video.
I never liked that either. I think his music declined after that.
Came out before that video.
No.
Yes, I Believe I Can Fly came out in the 90s.
The sex tape did too.
I thought that came out in the 2000s.
No. It came out in the late 90s, I think.
No. I think I was grown. I was grown.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was
hey,
no, look it up.
Yeah.
Get us some dates.
Where that Space Jam came out in 96. Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 96 and Sex Tape 2001.
Yeah.
So did somebody just feel like something? Hold up. I just feel like they knew he was doing
that's
this
led.
years since Aaliyah. But if they had nipped this shit in the bud, then it wouldn't have went this far, and all the parents should definitely be charged, and that ex-wife.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't know what the ex-wife did, but I know for a fact that a lot of the times, because I went to a party at R. Kelly house before, and he used to keep her upstairs in the room, and she had to ask, can she come out to eat?
That's because that's where the hostages was at.
All right.
Not at the house in Chicago, in Illinois, out there. Okay. But she had to ask, could she come down and eat?
Okay. Who, the wife?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he ain't want nobody, you know what I'm saying, tipping up on her, feeling on her booty. So, now, we're going to get off of this R. Kelly, y'all. We ain't staying in forever. I wanted to talk about this Ari situation. And our producer was on some stupid shit with this, too, though. The Ari and Moneybag Yo.
I didn't see none of that.
It was in the group text.
I didn't see what he said. I don't recall what he said.
And to be honest, I just want to put this out there that I sent that to the group before it was a conversation in the group because somebody else resent it. So I just want to throw that out there.
I believe their response to Fancy was uncalled for because she wasn't hating or attacking them. I disagree.
I feel like if you got just like us, right? Prime example, we sitting right here and we talk about other people's business right now. If somebody takes offense to what we say about them, you have the right to say whatever the hell you want back. A lot of the times, like when you're in the space and you talk a lot, sometimes you're going to put your foot in your mouth. It happens.
But what I'm saying is she didn't put her foot in her mouth. She didn't say let me finish. She didn't say anything rude. All she did was gave her opinion on any relationship. She didn't say her or him. All she said was, wow, that's a big gift to give somebody you're not married to. If somebody did that to me, that would make me feel obligated to stay with them because it's such a big, she said, it's a good gift. She actually said, that's such a good gift. It would make me feel obligated to stay with them. She didn't say nothing about, she shouldn't have did that. All she said was, generally speaking, a big gift like that would make her feel obligated to stay. So for them to be like, y'all need to be man of your own business and buying your own land.
That's because nobody came for y'all. That you shouldn't be giving somebody that gift if you're not married to them.
No, she probably felt convicted like, damn, maybe I shouldn't. Because if he dumped me tomorrow, guess who can't take this land back? Me. But if we was married, it would be community property and we can fight for it. But now he can be like, bye. And I got my generational wealth. Thank you.
I would feel like that if we didn't see them with these public displays of gift giving. You know what I mean?
I didn't. I don't know them.
Her multiple $500,000 cars, you know what I'm saying? Spent a lot of money on her. She's done the same for him. Like this.
I don't know that.
That's something. This is just something that's gonna hold value. They've been basically wasting money on jewelry, cars, or whatever the case may be. To me personally, I don't see what the big issue is.
I don't either. My issue with it is with everybody trying to say she shouldn't have did it is the fact that nobody had a problem when he was buying her car. Or nobody had a problem if she wasted money on a chain or something like that. But the minute that she gives him something that is worth something, you know what I'm saying, that can create generational wealth, now it's, you don't get nobody no gift like that unless you're married.
You next, Nicole. You next.
Why they got hashtag Nicole knew? You need to be charged. You knew. Yeah, Nicole knew. Oh my God, these people are right.
I don't have a problem with it because I don't care what nobody else do with their money. But if I had to think about it in my own personal situation, I probably would have put both of our names on the deed. This would have been us earning properties together. Especially how much it was. That's a lot. But nobody seemed to say anything about, I don't know if y'all saw this other video circulating where I think we talked about it, or I know I talked about it with Michael, because Michael was kind of like, if I wanted a Rolex, I wanted a Rolex. A girl bought her boyfriend investment property, and I think it already had people in it, and all he had to do was collect rent. And he turned around and was like, oh, I thought it was the Rolex I wanted.
I think
nobody was like, she's stupid for buying it for him. You know what I'm saying? They were saying he was stupid for his reaction.
Right. But I feel like people at different stages of their lives, like certain things way more to them. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like Michael, like if he was looking for a Rolex and he don't have the long-term sight to see that this is something that'll be able to buy you 4 or 5 Rolexes, then that probably wasn't the gift for him to begin with. You know what I mean? Like you got to know who you're dealing with.
I want to know why our producer wouldn't take the gift of the land.
I feel like that's cap. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that's
to me. What it feels like to me is a person trying to be too holier than thou for the masses to say what they think other people think is right. Like it almost sound like to me that almost seemed like somebody jumping on board a train where everybody was saying how stupid she was, she shouldn't have did that, and he trying to be in that mix because to not take the land, that's idiotic.
It's stupid. That's the same scenario with a dinner with Jay-Z of $500,000. Like
it's idiotic,
dumb as hell. Like, come on.
For me, I would take the land if it was in my name.
Yes.
But I'd be skeptical about stuff where people be wanting me to quit my job and move with you because I'm always thinking about
but you know what? That's
you change your
mind.
Though.
See, that's a different thought. In this situation, neither one of them are trying to stop the other person from making money or, you know what I'm saying, growing the best. This is actually a gift to help you grow even more.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying any type of gift. Like say if he would have, well, you can't give nobody something if it ain't in their name. But like, just like if he was giving her a car, I bought a car, this is yours, but it was still in his name. But I bought you this car. You know what I'm saying? I'd be kind of, I mean, it depends. Yeah, I would drive it, but I would never feel like it's mine because guess what? You break up and get mad at me, you could take it.
Right. But in that situation, I mean, I would still be trying to get something that's mine. They've been know the story. It's a rapper named Moneybagg Yo and Ari. I think she's best known for ain't that G Herbo?
G Herbo's the mother of G Herbo's son.
Right. Her and Moneybagg Yo been dating for a while, and
they got kids.
Who?
The two.
Ari and no, they don't have no kids.
No, they've been dating for a while, and for his birthday, she bought him 28 acres of land. I think
28.8.
28.8 acres of land. And so it's a big thing been on there. People been saying that, you know, that's not a gift you give somebody that you just dating. If he ain't your husband, you shouldn't have gave him that gift and different things like that.
What is that though? And I've kind of feel like if the roles was reversed and he gave it to her, nobody would care. It wouldn't be that shit.
Men would care. Women probably would be singing a different tune. They would be like, ooh, but men would definitely be like, I ain't doing that for nobody but my wife. Definitely.
I think that's
I
certain. Okay. Don't get me wrong. There are some men who would have did it, just like there are some men who saying the same thing. But those low level thinking people. You know what I'm saying? Like men who kind of doing some of their life, they wouldn't have thought twice about it.
The same way with dinner. Men that's doing something with themselves, they don't care. They don't be on this old stupid stuff. If I buy dinner, she leaving a tip. If I go to the movie, she buying the popcorn. Men with money don't think nothing like that.
Well, I take that back. There are some niggas without money that think like that, but I don't think that's the majority. Like,
man, I've been seeing that floating around Facebook, this whole list of we build together. They try to put it together like this a team. If I bake, if I cook, she washing the dishes. Or no, if she cook, I'm washing the dishes. If I sweep, she mop. And then they go on to if I pay for dinner, she lead a tip. If I pay for the movie, she buying the snacks. You know, men with money never have an issue with taking a woman to dinner.
I think in your example, it's misconstrued. Because the example you just gave is a person trying to explain how that person is a team and we partner and how we take care of each other. I understand what you were saying.
Now I understand that, but I'm just basing it off of the comments I see when people comment about it. It's always the men that's, you know, they get on this is the comments I've seen, they get on the money aspect of it, you know. All these women want to be taken care of. This ain't the 50s. And that they always tend to go there. And it's like, to me, that's how broke people think. Because in my experience, when men have the money, they don't think about stuff like that. They don't think about, she didn't even offer to lead a tip. They don't think about stuff like that.
I think that I don't like the way that you're saying it. I don't like the way that.
That's fine.
I tried to soften it.
That's fine.
Because like to say that that's a broke man's mentality, I think like you gotta take a step back and look at it. Like everybody's situation ain't the same. Of course, a man or even a woman for that matter with money is not gonna care about paying for shit because they got it. When you don't got it, then it's like, yeah, I need help on both parts. And I ain't saying that a man should be taking tabs like, oh no, I paid for dinner, she need to leave a tip, or you know, I mop, she sweep, whatever the fuck that was. I'm not saying that should be the case, but I also don't think a man should be looked down because of his circumstances.
No, this is my problem with it. Ain't nobody looking
Man,
down on.
I read this comment from Shaka wrong.
So if she did pay, could she get some? Yeah, right. That means she paid.
She answered there. She ain't talking
about so this is my thing. Nobody's looking down on your situation. It's how, because of your situation, you try to make the woman look a certain way because she didn't reach and pay the tip. Now, if I'm in a relationship and I know my man struggling or my man working, I don't want my man working 2-3 jobs to take care of us. Of course, I'm going to help. So that's not the mentality of looking down on him like, oh, you going to make me pay for the tip? No. If we in it together, I understand our situation, we going to do it. But because you're in that situation, don't try to project your situation, your inadequacies, and make me like I'm less than a woman or I'm a gold digger because I didn't pay buy the snacks. Now you want to turn it into you're not a team player. No, just say you really can't afford it.
I can respect that. I think that's better than just saying it's a broke mentality. It's a circumstantial thought process.
Okay, fine.
Circumstantial
soften it up
thought process. Because I honestly, like, I feel like I do okay for myself, right? But I feel
we know you're rich.
I'm not rich. I'm far from it.
We know you're comfortable.
I feel like that everybody's been at a point in their life where it's like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make ends meet. You know what I mean? So I feel like just calling a person period broke is just like almost calling them a bitch. You know what I mean? Like that's like the worst shit in the world.
My choice of words could have been better. Okay. My choice of words could have been better.
If a motherfucker broke, they broke.
True. But it's a difference between being broke and being fiscally responsible.
Yeah, okay.
So you're talking about telling her like she don't fit in your budget for that restaurant this month.
Exactly. But that thought process right there will lead a woman to believe that you a broke nigga and you don't got it.
It depends on the woman. Because if a guy told me that to me, if a guy told me it's not in my budget and I really wanted to go, I would either offer to pay because I really want to go. Or I'd be like, okay, well, I'll wait till next month and I'll probably take myself if I couldn't afford to take us both.
I think the best thing to do that, if a guy told you that, I think you probably should wait till the next month. See if he actually does budget it in and take you. Then I would say it's okay for that next month. If you like, you know what, I got it this month. Because now you can actually tell that he ain't trying to run game and that he is actually looking out for his money and stuff like that. And he did what he said he was going to do. Because like in that sense, he said, look, I can put that in my budget for this month. I'll put it in for next month, though, so it'll be in my budget. Then we can go and do that.
You're right. Because if I would have slipped up and said, don't worry, I got it, he might not buy nothing else no more. He might expect me to pay for everything all the time.
It's possible, depending on the man. It's possible.
It's always going to not be in his budget.
Right.
It's going to not be in his budget.
She got it.
When you want to do it, you know what I mean? But whenever he want to do it, he going to find the budget for that.
Right.
So
thank you for that.
No problem. Anytime, you know, we're a team. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wash the dishes, you mopping the floor.
Right.
We ain't got the video too. Oh man, that's deep, bro. What the hell? It's better to be broke than broken. Oh Lord, they in the comments going crazy.
Nah.
That's okay. We ain't got the video from what I wanted to talk about. And I can't remember everything dude said.
Who are you talking about?
Lunch, the actual topic.
Oh.
And to be honest, okay, so
I meant to, you know what? I'm so sorry because I meant to watch that video and take notes.
Me too, because see, I didn't agree with everything he said. There were a couple
I
things.
I didn't agree with 90% of the shit that he said.
Right, but there were a couple of them I'm like, okay, that's a point. That's a point. The rest of them I'm like, cap.
We don't. You can't pull the video up. It's in the group.
It's broken. The link they took the link down, and I didn't save it.
They took the link down.
They took the link down. I didn't save it, and I don't know the original video. You know, it was on Sway's page.
Yeah, I sent it to the group. I guess it got reported.
Yeah, so I don't know the original video.
Why people be so butthurt? Just don't look at stuff. Go past it. If it ain't nudity, if it ain't nobody having sex, go on past it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was like a tick. I don't know. And I didn't take any because I was like, hey, just post it. We'll talk about it. I didn't save it. I didn't go to the original page or anything. And I didn't take down because he said a bunch of stuff. No, I didn't have the one job, Michael. Maine had the one. Danny Yates, Papa Yates. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's favorite daddy had the one job. That's where the job came in. There, you know what I'm saying? He the behind the scenes. I'm in the front. You know what I'm saying? I'm Beyonce. Beyonce don't do all that background.
I wonder if we could find it on YouTube though.
No, you.
I don't even remember what the
the question was. She said, "Tell
why does every
us."
man hate women, even black men?
Right.
So, like, I didn't. At first, when I heard the question from her, I was prepared. You know what I'm saying? For like when I read the title, I was like, okay, come on, let's go. And then with his response, I'm like, bro, you fucked this up.
Mel, you got Egypt number, right?
I'm pretty sure I do, yes.
Because I'm on the phone. Can you send her a text? Because you got another phone, right? Because I'm using my phone. If I click off to text her, then I'm gonna have to jump out and jump back on.
I mean, why do I have to have another phone? I'm not on my phone right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, y'all, you know, ballers and stuff. I'm trying to catch up.
Call us. What am I putting in this text? Call your mom.
Ask her did her friend come. Let her know it's you. Say, did your friend make it there? I dropped her off at it's a homecoming, so she had a football game. But one of her friends was coming, and she was on her way. And
okay, her friend, right?
Yeah, it's a girl. The little boy she called herself dating is actually playing, so he's on the team. So she wasn't meeting no boy.
You tell her that this boy ain't shit and you gonna break her heart. Don't love.
I did.
Okay.
I met him though.
So hold up, I sent her the message.
Thank you.
Damn. No, I was just reading. I know we were talking about the young lady with the thing, but a state trooper got killed in Chicago today on 43rd Street, and I just got the message that they killed themselves. It said.
Wait, who?
The state trooper.
Oh, okay.
There was a shooting on Dan Ryan today, mid-afternoon.
About 43rd, right?
43rd, and I just got the message from me and the producer was talking about it earlier. Me and Dan were talking about it earlier, and we were trying to figure out what happened. That if it was a traffic stop, or you know what I'm saying, if they were chasing somebody, and like he said, he just looked it up, and it was said that the troopers killed themselves. The trooper killed himself.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have the full story yet, so I'll try to look at it later and see. But she didn't answer yet. I sent her the text.
Did you tell her who you were?
She better have my number in her phone.
But you got two numbers, so which one? I
texted from the one she should know, and you just tell me all my business. Huh?
Oh, my bad.
Anything else you want to tell? You want me to give me your address? Don't tell nobody nothing about me. You know what I'm saying?
My bad. Jeez. I'm sorry.
The trooper did down there. That's jacked up. Anyway, so I don't know how to get into it with the video because, like I say, the first thing I know that he said that I didn't agree with was when he said they accepted welfare and put the men out the house.
I hate when guys say that.
Well,
shit, we got food stamps when we was little, and my daddy was right there in the house.
And because my mama was a player, she said she wasn't married.
But she knew how to do it. She knew how to work the system.
Yes.
Everybody, but my point is, everybody wasn't putting the men out the house.
No, the thing is, the women didn't put the men out the house. So that's a misconception that it be. Now it was set up whereas the welfare would be cut or something if it was found out to be men in the house. That's when it first started with welfare. Mm-hmm. They used to come and do home checks. You know what I'm saying? They would come in if it was a man pair of shoes in there, they would give you an issue like, what these shoes doing here? Who is this? Stuff like that. But later on, I guess that was at the point whereas the family structure in the black neighborhood started to decay. But that wasn't the woman putting the man out the house. You know what I'm saying? That was a government thing that was set up. And we as a people, you know what I'm saying? From what I remember, from what I read about that time, it was actually the men who decided to leave the house. They said, we're going to let y'all get the money. We'll go stay here. And they tried to be a family in separate homes. You know what I'm saying? That's some of the things that I have read and I have been told about that time. And that don't work. You know?
Then try to blame it on a woman.
I don't think
Then he
that's what
started
now.
talking about, he was talking about weaves and stuff too. And it's like, black women are not the only one that wear weaves. So you hate us because we wear
I
weaves and
wish we
wigs.
had the video.
But you'll go
Like I
get a
said,
white woman
there
with a
were a couple
weave.
things in there. Like I did agree with. I think there was one where he said it was something about women being the backbone of society, and
It was he said women they portray to be the backbone of the black family, which negates the black man's position in the family.
But we didn't do that.
Says women portray to be the backbone of the family, of the black family, which
First of all,
I agree with that, and I agree with the one where he said they are the only race people who say that they don't need their men.
And that's not true. That's not the only race of women that say that.
Who else says that?
Other races of women that feel like they don't need men. The same reason why a lot of men of any race don't necessarily like women with degrees. It's not just black women. When women get into these corporate positions, it's a lot of women that feel like I'm doing this. I'm talking about the men. I'm just saying the men, because you're intimidated. And first of all, we don't portray ourselves as anything. You think I want to be in the position that I am? I'm forced to be this way. So you mad that I'm strong. Let me tell you something. My baby daddy told me.
I didn't say that.
I know that's not you, but he said it. But what I'm saying is, like, even my baby daddy told me what attracted to me.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you like you tell me and Jay all the time when you go on these rants about men and whatever. You don't count.
No, when I say y'all don't count, I'm talking about in relation. I'm talking about in relation to me. When y'all be saying I can't date you. So this is different.
You're an anomaly in this situation.
No, but I'm just giving an example because I ain't the only one that's in this situation. Told me your strength is what attracted me to you and blah, 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 and woody, woo. But that was the very reason why we couldn't be together. Because I handled my business. He felt like, he's told me.
I got a question. You don't think that men feel like they're not needed in the house, in the family? Black men.
What I'm saying is,
I understand what you're saying. I'm asking a different question.
But I need to. It's not just a yes or no. But it's just not a yes or no. I was explaining that. I was about to get into that. Men probably
do. Can you jump to it? We've already had this other part.
Mel,
you've already told us how that nigga told you good. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, the very reason why he said I attracted him to was for my strength was the very reason. It was the death of our relationship because I was strong. It made him feel like I didn't need him. Which in reality, and which I've never ever said, I don't need a man because I think that's stupid. But if you're breaking it down to technically, for the things that I was doing in the household, because I was doing it myself, I didn't need him. I wanted him there. And so it's like men take that strength and see a woman, oh, she got this, she doing that, she don't need me. So you're projecting your own insecurities on me and making it my fault when I was forced to be superwoman. I want to sit down. I want a man to come and say, baby, sit down, I got it. I want that, please. All the men hearing this, I don't want to be strong, but I was forced to be.
Okay. So now,
when you say you were forced to be, who forced you?
Men.
Men forced you into the situation you're in right now?
Uh-huh.
Only men?
Yes.
You had no part in your situation at all?
No.
Her friend is there.
I'm done. We can go. What would you?
I didn't. I mean, without putting all my business out there. I mean, I could explain if that's what you need me to do. But in my personal situation, I feel like yes.
I think a lot of the times when black women feel like black men specifically don't care to defend them or love them or protect them, it comes from a place of hurt. Because speaking with her, she just said that her situation was based solely off of men.
Who is her?
You, Nicole.
Don't say her like I ain't right here.
What was okay? You the only her on the show with it.
But you could have been talking about somebody and speaking with her. Who are you talking to?
Speaking with Nicole, her hurt comes from me.
But I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt.
Okay, your situation was based solely off of men.
Not men. A man. I'm not the type that say I feel this way about black men because I went through this. Definitely not, because I would hate men.
You said that. I asked you.
I'm to be
God.
In my particular situation, I was forced to be strong. And when we look at I don't want to just put my business out there. If I need to,
no, we don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, I can explain why I feel the way I feel, and I'm not saying. I mean, I could have went along with get along, and maybe been a side piece or something just to say, hey, let's have some type of big one family. But no, I was put in a situation where now I have to do this alone and make it happen by myself.
I think the biggest disconnect with black men and I don't even want to say just black men and black women. I think between men and women, period, is the lack of accountability. I think that's the biggest.
So you saying I'm not being accountable without even knowing what's going on?
I didn't say a question at all.
That was a question.
No, I'm not making this personal. I'm speaking specifically between the disconnect between men and women, and why sometimes black women feel like black men don't protect them. It's almost tough. It's really tough to. I don't want to say this in the sense of we shouldn't be protecting our women. It's not what I'm saying at all. But it's tough to go to bat for somebody when you with them daily. You see them, whether it's your mom, your sister, aunt, cousin, whatever. You see them daily, and you see them make mistakes, and everything that happens is never their fault. Everything that happens is because of someone else. There's never any accountability. So it's hard to make a woman feel like you're on their side when you tell them like, hey, well, maybe if you'd have made this decision differently, things wouldn't have went this way. And it
feels why black women feel that way.
Let me speak. It feels like you're attacking them when you're not taking their side. So
you know why? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Because I need to hear the last thing you was finna say.
Go ahead.
No, because I need to hear the last thing you're finna say before I rebut.
I'm done.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say the reason why a lot of women, because when men talk about black women, right? Or they say, hey, I don't mess with black women no more because of X, Y, and Z, and they do this or that. It's kind of a slap in the face when we see you with a woman of another race and she's doing the same thing black women do. And it's like, she's acting like a black woman, wouldn't you say? And then you put up with all of that stuff and then look down on
when black women do the same thing.
I don't know. I don't witness that.
You got it when you got one in your family.
I mean, but I ain't never heard her say. I'm talking about me. I ain't never heard. All I know her to date is white men. I ain't never seen her with no black man.
Because she come out her mouth and say, I won't date a black man.
But why? See, I never heard her say why. All I'm saying, I'm not talking
black children. She no longer wants to date a black man.
Well, I don't know. But that's just an isolated. That's just an isolated event. What? I'm talking about. Hey. That's only hearsay. I never heard her say that. I don't know. I'm only speaking on what I see, and I'm just trying to give you an idea of what some black women feel without you doing the Me Too.
But all I ask is it disrespectful or is it a slap in the face for a black woman to do that same thing?
It would be, but we're not talking about that. The topic is why do black men hate white black women? Let's stay on topic.
I don't know because I don't hate black women.
Let's
the
stay on
topic.
I don't
topic.
know about. I've
Let's
never
stay on
seen
top.
that.
But this is the
I've never seen any
topic
of
you
that
brought.
though.
But this is the
The
topic you
people that
brought.
I know, we don't. I don't know.
But
Any
this is
black
the
man who
topic
hates a
you
black woman.
wanted to talk about.
We
So
don't
we're
know
going to
that
talk
from
about.
my
So
end.
then, well, if you don't know that, then you should be listening. But
I'm
this is the top. This is the topic you
I'm
brought. So since you
listening.
don't know, listen.
Get to your point. I'm listening.
My point is like, like I dated this guy, right? And
Black?
long time ago. Yeah, he was black. But then like years later, when we're adults now, I don't know about now, but I know he dates white women. And he would call me and to complain about this particular girl. And the things that he was saying, you know, oh, she don't want to get a job to help us buy this, or she don't want to do this, she don't want to do that. She always doing this, cussing me out, or she always doing this. And it's just kind of like, sounds like what black women do that y'all hate us for, you know? So that's what makes it a slap in the face. Almost like you'll tell us, oh, we don't like y'all wear these eyelashes. You wear too much makeup. Everything is phony. But then you'll go get a white woman that's all put together and deal with it. Then it turns into, oh, because she's great. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. But you hate me for that. But you'll go outside and get the same thing. And that's what makes it kind of like, well, I'll be. You know what I'm saying? So that be a lot of the issue. Because we know as women, it's a woman thing. It's not all the things you can name and try to put it on a black woman does this. It's a woman thing. And you'll go out there and get another woman, a Mexican woman, and instead of saying she got an attitude problem, she's spicy. Oh, you like it on her. But if I said it, you'll be trying to crack my head, but you think it's cute when she do it. So it becomes, it makes us feel like you just don't like us. It makes us feel like you just don't like us.
Exactly, Shaka. That's what Michael's saying.
I think it's just a disconnect, you know, like, and I also think that it's the perception, it's the person that's looking, you know, it's the lens that the person is looking through. Because we can all say, yeah, we've seen black men that have acted like that, and we can all say that we've seen black men that don't do that. I think the generalization, and this is something that we talk about every time we have a conversation about the differences between men and women, specifically black men and black women. It's just a generalization of it that makes it tough to swallow. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, because I don't run in those circles. I don't see those men often. You know what I mean? I know that they're there, but I don't see that often. So it's hard for me to understand that, you know, a situation like what you said, you know, you and your situation because of a man. It's hard, not hard for me to believe that or understand that because I know you wouldn't lie about it. But just knowing that these are the type of men that I hang around, it's tough for me to take that and put it all on, put that coat on all of us. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but the only problem I have with that is, like, I don't have that many female friends, right? But the couple that I do talk to regularly, they're nothing like some of these chicks. You know what I'm saying? But just because I don't hang around them, I still know that it's some bogus females out here. And it's, you know, and I see it. Even with just me, now I don't really go outside, but even with me just being on social media and reading some of the stuff and seeing the mentality of some of these women, yeah, I don't hang around those type of women, but I know what's out there, and I can't understand why certain men feel the way they feel.
I think it all goes back to accountability, though. We as people got to kind of figure out what we doing with our shit. You know what I'm saying? Something like, and I think we need to stop generalizing across the board, because a lot of times what it is people getting their feelings. You know what I'm saying? So like, say when you sit around and you talking to a person and you go to say what black men do, the first thing you talking to a black guy, I don't do that. That ain't me, and blah blah blah. Now they got to defend themselves about something that is really like them. All of us have small characteristics of everything that goes on. There's sometimes all of us do something that somebody gonna say.
We all got our fair share of fuck shit that we didn't all did.
Right.
Shaka, I don't think colorism. I'm sorry. We'll go away.
No, she talking about Michael up there because he said, you know what I'm saying, he like them dark. He like his women dark.
Well, it's always like that. Light skin always like dark skin, and dark skin always like light skin.
I like dark skin.
Shaka.
No,
Sorry.
She had a dark soul.
Sorry.
She had a
But I'm
dark
saying,
soul.
but you know, Michael in the same group as Shaka. He ain't dark. He's Shaka. So
He also talking about a woman.
Next.
oh,
Right.
he's so disrespectful.
He said, I like dark women.
Wow.
I think Michael been drinking.
Black,
He a little
brown,
tip.
black, Puerto Rican,
See?
and Haitian. With good conversation, Mike.
I think Michael been hitting the sauce tonight. See?
I think I'm
saying
gonna
that,
have me
like I
some
said, I didn't
wine
agree
and
with
cheese
everything he
tonight.
said. I agree with that. I kind of agree with what he said about the I can't remember exactly the phrase, but something about how they accepted the
Whoa.
Huh?
Your boy about to get banned again.
Oh, he finna get banned like a boy. Okay, y'all got to excuse Linnell. He probably drinking a little bit too tonight.
Wow. Really nail. He
About to go
said,
on vacation again.
bro,
He about
really?
he about to go on vacation. Facebook put him on vacation for a week or two. He is definitely finna get Facebook. He definitely finna get shadow banned.
Did Egypt respond to you?
I told you a while ago that she said yes, a person was there.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a second.
So, like I was trying to say, I think the other green I agree with was something when he was saying about how they accepted gay men or something like that, but then it was
Yeah. It was he said they accepted gay black men and demonized heterosexual black men.
yeah, I kind of agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And then
I didn't understand that comment because I don't understand. I didn't understand that comment. Obviously, you can't speak to what he meant.
I just think my interpretation of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How did you interpret that? Because I didn't understand what he meant by that.
I just think a lot of the times lately there has been, I won't say because it's not an attack on men. It's more of a kind of a blasé toward heterosexual men. If you're not of a certain mindset, so like say like if you're not one who is championing. There it is. If you're not championing, like say homosexuality or things like that, say if you're not basically like on one side of whatever the current event is or whatever the thing is, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you are basically wrong, I guess is how it comes
Good,
out.
Shaka.
So you decided you need to do something too?
Yeah, I needed me some wine. I need to unwind.
Like,
This is a
like
stressful
even with
week.
that, like say I was on Clubhouse yesterday, and there was a group on there, and the topic was half naked women on, and why do men hate half naked women on Instagram? You know what I'm saying?
They do.
I don't know any.
Me too.
I don't know any man who hates it. But of course, there was the pick me. Some guys was in there on that. Well, yeah, she shouldn't. And you had some guys defending them. And the thing is, and I think my issue with my only thing about it is, and I guess this kind of goes to demonizing men. My only issue of it is if you dress a certain way, I think, and this is me, I think you should be prepared for a certain response. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I'm not saying the guy has the right to grab you, touch you, or whatever, but you have the right to dress whatever way you want to dress.
Mm-hmm.
And a person has a right to interpret that in whatever way they interpret it.
Besides touching you and assaulting you.
Nobody ever got the right to touch you or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying?
But people gonna assume, they're gonna think, ooh.
People are going to assume and things of that nature also. And I think the thing has happened whereas now as a man, we are not allowed to assume in the sexualized way. We are supposed to be above sexual thoughts no matter how a woman is presented to us. If as a heterosexual man, we are supposed to be able to just look at her, no matter if she butt ass naked, we supposed to be still thinking about her being, I don't know, Mother Teresa or a grandmama to your kid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That you are not allowed to sexualize a woman because of how she dresses or whatever. So,
well, I'm one of those that don't agree with that, Shaka. Maybe because I could never breastfeed. With Tristan, he was premature, so he was in a whole nother hospital. When I had Tristan, they was building Stroger, so I was in the old hospital and he was to the new hospital. So for the whole month and a half, I couldn't see him. I had to try to pump, and it really wasn't working. So he got like the little clear stuff, which they said was the best stuff. But with Egypt, when I tell you I was in the hospital 6 days, no milk, nothing. So I couldn't breastfeed. But when I got home, they became engorged.
So I just, do you give consent now?
What about what?
Shaka says if you're about to start having relations, men have to ask, do you give consent? But even if she get consent, she can say no in the middle of it. So like as soon as you start, she can change her mind in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And say, no, I don't want to do this. And
right. That's why Bill Cosby went down. You can't render me helpless, so I can't say no. But anyway, about the breastfeeding thing, maybe because I could never breastfeed. But I don't want to be eating and a woman just plop her titty out. I don't care that it's for the nutrition of the baby. Go in the bathroom, cover it or something. Put a thing over it.
Breastfeeding without covering?
Some women do. You ain't seen the pictures all on Facebook. Cover up. I don't want to see your titty.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the situation. Like I think if there's children around, then yes, you want that covered up. You know what I mean?
But I think my only issue with that,
as adults, we should be. I don't want to say with that, but I feel like we should be able to understand what's going on.
It don't matter. I don't want to see your titty.
My issue with that is this here: a woman pop out her titty, go to feeding her kid. I stare. I'm the person wrong.
Yeah,
that's my issue. My issue is what you looking at? Your titty. You got it out. You know what I'm saying, what's the problem here? You pulled it out. I'm a guy. I'm supposed to look.
And it shouldn't be a problem with it. I should be able to look at it.
That's actually an issue, though. Just because you're a man does not mean that you have to look, bro. Like I think that relegates us back to damn that Neanderthals, bro. Like to say that
me to the
titty is out, you supposed to look like that don't. It's not out to arouse you.
That doesn't mean that it don't.
Then that means you know yourself. Then that means you should look away.
Why?
It ain't hot. It ain't hot for that baby, Shaka. They be swaddling them babies up so doggone tight. You don't think they be hot? Then.
So what you saying, Jay, she take her titty out, I look, and I'm wrong.
I'm not saying you wrong. What I'm saying is your thought process behind why you looking is wrong. Just to say because I'm a man.
No. The I'm a man is not the reason I'm looking.
That's what you said.
So that the reason I'm looking is because you took it out. I'm saying,
but men are gonna look.
Like titties. I don't mean like every man in general has. I mean, when I say I'm a man, I mean like I'm heterosexual. I'm not.
I understand that. I'm a heterosexual male too, and I like titties too. If I see a titty being pulled out, of course you're gonna look. But once you see it's for the baby, you turn away. You don't have to keep staring like, damn.
No. If they got the titty out, they shouldn't. People stare. You can't make nobody stop looking at you.
I'm not saying that you can't make. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Go in the bathroom or cover it up if you don't want nobody staring.
You should do that, but that don't make it. That don't give you the right. Like it's all.
Why not?
Because that's life, bro. Like that's
I got a question.
Natural life.
I got a question. Somebody come in the crib, they got the new Sayas on. They fight. You're not staring at them.
You talking about a gym shoe or a titty?
That wasn't my question.
It's not even. They don't even compare, bro.
That wasn't my question.
Yes, I'm going to look at the shoe.
Because you like shoes, right?
Yes, I like titties too. And I just said if a titty come out, I'm going to look. But if I see it's going to the baby to be fed, I'm no longer watching. One, I don't want to see it.
So if the Saya is going to the baby, you're going to stop watching?
This nigga just
don't answer.
Right?
You can answer.
Exactly. You don't watch nobody else eat. Why you want to watch the baby eat?
Because it ain't about the baby. It's about the titty. And I don't want to see no titty while I'm eating.
Titty is the vessel, though.
I might be hungry myself.
I ain't trying to hear that.
You know, I might be hungry too.
You a lie. You know damn well you don't like breast milk. Now
so
that's
if
what we
ass
need to
had
be
a milk,
talking about.
so if
I had a
ass had a milk,
conversation.
it'd be okay to just watch somebody suck a baby sucking my ass just because that's the baby.
Wait, what?
Don't nobody want to see. I said if ass had milk, that'd be okay to plop my ass out because it's for the
That's
baby.
where you have to feed the
Because
baby.
it's for the baby.
Yes.
No. First of all, they got pump that fucking milk and put it. I'm sorry for cursing. Pump the milk and feed the baby in the bottle.
Everybody don't pump like that, and sometimes babies latch better to the breast than they do. Come on, you a woman, you know this shit, Nicole.
I ain't never breastfed before. Maybe I feel that way because I ain't never breastfed. I gave that disclaimer.
Breastfed either, but shit.
I don't want to see it.
I understand that you don't want to see.
I don't mind. Pull them out.
Hey, how many people on this thread?
Sometimes you got to put them on the table.
How many people on this thread? I don't know who all still on here. Still wild ass though. Got daughters, like teenage daughters. I know you do, Mel, because I need some advice if we through with the titties and stuff.
Okay, go ahead. What's the advice you need?
So, Egypt, I can't wait till her ass grown and living on home. You know how people be like, two women can't live together. I really feel like if she became an adult and we lived together, we would have an issue. Her attitude, man, let me tell you about her. So, I understand that I made a mistake in not raising my kids how we were raised. Okay. You know, some people say, oh, we changed. Oh, y'all got whoopings. I don't whip I should have beat their ass more and did a few things differently, but I did it. So when Tristan was home, he cleaned the kitchen. That's his chore, right? He wanted to clean the kitchen because at first his was the bathroom, Egypt was the kitchen, but she wasn't really doing it, right? So he said, I'll do the kitchen, you do the bathroom. And he did his chores, right?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I just want to answer Shaka. No, Shaka, breast is what's come on the chicken. We want no breast. We like titties. Okay,
and so
feed the baby.
So now it's explained to her. So now we explain, this is her chore. Now that Tristan is going to school, keep the kitchen clean. That's so her only chore, right? I think she's washed the dishes twice since we've been here, right? And I hadn't been tripping because sometimes when Tristan was home, I would wash dishes too. Sometimes I would wash dishes. I didn't really trip. But what really triggered it was I always buy paper plates, okay? And I had bought when we first moved here these, the red plastic cups, right?
Oh,
but I don't wash them out. We drink them, throw them away, right? Egypt comes in the kitchen with a glass. I'm like, why you got a glass and you don't wash no dishes? It makes me feel fancy. So, wash your fancy glass out, okay? So what kind of irritated me yesterday? I had cooked day before yesterday. I had made these little fajita things for her. It was one left. So when she came home from school yesterday, I said, you can eat that one last one. And when I get off work, I'm going to cook dinner. Okay. So she go eat, go to sleep. I go in there to cook. It's dishes in the sink. You can't wash dishes in a dirty kitchen.
You can't cook in it. No.
You can't cook in a dirty kitchen.
You can
right?
wash dishes in a dirty.
Right. You can't cook in the dirt. So I get ready to wash the dishes. Guess what I see? That damn fancy glass. So that pissed me off because it's like you still gonna use this glass and not even wash the one glass out. So part of me was like, you know what? I ain't cooking unless she clean this kitchen. But I still was nice. You see, my mama would have went in there and woke us up and said, get your ass in there and clean the kitchen. But I didn't do that. I said, you know what? She probably not gonna wake up till late. Then she ain't gonna eat. So I'm gonna go and still cook. But I'm just gonna inform her that I'm not gonna cook no more. Right? So when she get up, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Now I cooked, but I didn't wash the dishes. I just ran the water, put the dishes in there. Boom. It's ready for you. So she comes out, hi, y'all jipper. I'm like, I got an announcement to make. What? I'm not cooking no more. Why? I said, because I'm not cooking in no dirty kitchen no more. If you don't wash them dishes, I'm not cooking, and I boom, boom. And she said, okay. And that little heifer went in her room and closed the door and didn't eat.
What advice you need?
So what's the problem?
I'm not really understanding where this is coming from. Because I raised them both the same.
There's
right?
a boy and a girl.
Yeah, but
and she's the baby girl, and she's always thought that everybody's supposed to take care of her in the house.
Guess what it is?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Don't worry about it. Just stop cooking.
I mean, she came out and ate. She wound up washing the dishes. Cause now I also said you ain't going no damn well. You ain't doing nothing. So of course she at this football game and the kitchen is spotless, of course. But I'm just feeling like I don't know if we gonna make it.
I think y'all gonna be all right. This typical teenage shit. I don't think
I ain't do my mama like that.
I mean
your mom would have beat your ass. I mean, simple. Your mom would have knocked your ass out. If she would have told you that and you'd have said, okay, and went back in your room, she'd have been behind you going into your room.
And Linnell says that you need to give direction instead of making statements.
Well, what I said was too, after I said that, what I said was, this does not mean you have a choice in doing the dishes. I'm just telling you that in hopes that it'll give you initiative to do the dishes instead of me having to make you do it.
Yeah, see, that's your problem.
I talk too much and I give them.
You feel too bad about making her do it. You want them to want to do it because it's you.
No, I want them to want to do it because that's what not because it's me, but because this is what you're supposed to do. So do it. Tristan did it because he knew that's what he was supposed to do. If he caught me washing dishes, you know what he did? Ma, no.
Shaka said she got a lot of clear people as friends. But see, the thing is, though, you expect her to be Tristan.
I don't want her to be Tristan. I expect them to, I do expect them to act alike. Not her be him, but I don't want her to be him because they're different. But I feel
you want
like
them to act alike.
No, I feel like certain values that I've instilled in both of them, I need them both to show it.
Those values are there. But you want her to be Tristan. You have to realize.
No, I don't want her to be Tristan.
Yes, you do. Because you're comparing her to the things Tristan does.
And I know I shouldn't compare. And I'm trying not to compare, but I just said that to show y'all how this is what I teach y'all. One got it, and one is towing the line, like tipping on the line.
Because they're not the same person, and you want them to be the same. You want her to be Tristan.
I don't want her to be Tristan. I want her to be Egypt.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Jay?
I do.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't want her to be Tristan. She wants her to be
Egypt with some of Tristan's traits.
She wanted to be Tristan.
I don't want her to be Tristan. Just like I have some things with Tristan, right? And that I see in Egypt, and I say I instill strength. Egypt displays that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like when she goes to school, I would worry too much. Tristan is very okay, well, trusting. That's what you say, then that's what it is. Just like with this tire ordeal. We had this big whole tire ordeal. And it was under warranty, and he let them tell him he had to pay. Well, they said it was $25, so let me call you back. So I had to call the custom manager out, go back up there and get your money, get your refund. Egypt wouldn't have let that happen. So they both have traits I wish each other had. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want them to be each other. I just need them to both, like Tristan has this of me, Egypt has that of me. I want y'all to have all of me.
Yeah, I think that's impossible, unfortunately. Because at the end of the day, what Lavelle is saying is they're two different people. Thought process is totally different. They're not going. Some gonna possess the traits you like, the other one may not, and vice versa with certain things that you want. It ain't gonna happen. You want to mesh them both together and have a perfect kid, and that ain't gonna happen
at all.
I was that perfect kid. I was perfect.
You were.
Think about this though. Look at the difference between you and your brothers. None of y'all had the same thought process.
Yeah, we do.
No, y'all have some of the same core values, but the thought process is not the same.
On a lot of the same things. Like, and like what we're talking about, right? Mel, it only took, well, he was getting up to do it. My daddy, he was just moving too slow. But
now, I was being an ass. I was Egypt. I was on that. Yeah, okay.
So that's what I should have did. Grab the broom.
Beat her ass. That problem no more.
Me and my brothers, all three of us are totally different. Me and my younger brother are probably more aligned in our thought process, but my older brother's always been a different, like an outside thinker, like always. So like his thought process is way
He
different.
remind me of Jack Thriller. Him and Jack Thriller are the same person.
It's not to say that it's anything bad about it, but it's just like you can be in the same house with somebody and your thought process and everything, that the way that you go about things is just different.
It's just different. So, I mean, you have to allow her, you have to understand that she's a different person, but at the same time, let her know that I don't care how different you are. Just
You
what
gonna figure the hell out. Yeah. I kind of like the standard Linnell set. You know, you live, you gonna do as I say until you live on your own. You know, the standard in this house is the kitchen is to be cleaned by you, not to be done when you feel like it, but when it is unclean, to clean it at that moment.
One thing Michael said, because I talked to Michael about this earlier, right? And he was like, the difference between them two, like with Tristan, if he would have been Egypt, there would have been nothing I could, you know how they say, instead of whooping, take something away. There would have been nothing I could do that would make him be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he chilled. I couldn't have been like, you can't go nowhere. I couldn't have been like, don't play that game. I couldn't have took his phone. But with Egypt, like she want to go here, her phone. And I told Michael, I said, shit, I been and took her phone away like these white kids should have killed me in my sleep. The way she is with that damn phone.
Well, that makes it easier then. That makes it easier. Because all you got to do, you at the house all day. Right now, you working from home. If the dishes in when you go pick up from school, when you pick up from school, let me get that phone out. You go right in the house, phone gonna be here. Well, I get my phone. You know what you got to do. When shit is done, you come get your phone back from me. We ain't even finna play this game. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. I'm not finna be fussing at you about. You know what you need to do. You walk in the door. Give me the phone. Do your thing. Get your things done. I know you like to listen to it while you washing dishes, or you like to talk to your friends. But guess what? You haven't shown me that you're able to do this. So until you show me that, give me the phone, and when you get your stuff done, you get your phone back. You're not on no punishment or nothing. But I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna be sitting here upset with you. All to say because you didn't want to watch, because you wanted to drink out of, you wanted to feel fancy with the glass.
You're right. That's good.
That's easy because most of the kids I'm around there, you can't take nothing from them to make them feel it. You can't take everything. They be like, oh, give me your phone. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
You can't go outside, so
I'll do that.
I would have had to tell Tristan, don't take a snap.
Stay your ass.
So, right?
Stay off of that bed.
Right.
Sit at the dining room table and you better not wink.
You better not blink. If I see them lids drop, I'll whoop your ass.
So there's no, I mean, a lot of kids, some kids you just gonna have to figure out, hey, all I can do is beat you up and know you still gonna do that shit. Okay, you're gonna be a kid who ain't got nothing, no video games, no cell phones, no puzzles, no nothing. You're gonna be sitting your ass standing at the wall with a beat ass, and then
with a beat ass.
And then when she think I'm mad, here she come. Mom. Cause now she like, oh shit, she mad.
At least she come talk to you. When I thought my mom was mad, I'll get the hell up out of there. I ain't gonna talk to her.
Hell yeah.
You're not able to haul off and hit me.
Well, that's because I ain't never hit her before. That she can remember.
See? You supposed to just went in on it just for that. You supposed to be sitting there sometime and just punish it because you ain't did none of that.
Yeah, I've been there before.
I've been in the house when Jay got in trouble. He ain't did nothing.
Hey, dude,
I ain't fucked with him today. So it just happens.
Mm-hmm. I think
Y'all ain't no bad situation. It's little. If it's just the dishes, that could be fixed.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
I mean, that's it. It's just
That's
the
typical
dishes. That's
teenage
all she
shit.
got to do is wash the dishes. That's it. Ain't nothing else to do around here.
Yeah, that's
And
typical
I'm gonna tell you
teenage.
this. And then when she go off to college, you're gonna be pissed off. Your heart gonna be hurting everything because she
She
ain't
gonna be
there.
keeping stuff clean.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. She gonna
Oh,
keep
cause please, I'm going to her house getting fancy glasses and putting it right in the sink.
She ain't gonna care. She ain't gonna care.
Now that shit gonna get old after a while. Them first 2-3 months, it's gonna be no problem, mom. What you need? Everything gonna be brought to you on a silver platter. That third month, you gonna pop up over there. She gonna be like, damn, she here again.
Nope. Ashton, Egypt the type who you gonna come over there that first day with a fancy guy. Hey, don't wash that out when you get there.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
I have plastic cups in there. You know what I'm saying? I got throwaways.
Oh yes, I could hear. And then let me tell you what she tried to do when she washed the dishes. I come in here, she's loading the dishwasher. No, ma'am.
Bust these suds.
Right? No, ma'am. No dishwasher. We don't even have anything, no dishwasher stuff. You can't put no soap in there. Them suds to be all on the floor.
You know what? As much stuff as I know how to do in this world, I don't know how to work a dishwasher.
Me either. I never had the experience of.
I've never used one in my life. I don't know what you can put in it or nothing. So I would have been that one who would have had suds there because I would have sworn you could use this. You can't put this.
I mean, I know that because I did it before. And it was suds coming all out of the bottom of the whole floor was full of suds.
You just put too much in there.
Just about the stuff that go in the dishwasher.
Oh God! What? Ashley started cleaning up behind herself. You lying to me?
You lying to me?
It ain't nowhere in hell Ashley cleaning up.
That's a lie. Young men, especially when you start getting women coming over, you gonna clean up.
Man, I'm gonna tell you now, it's hard for me to believe that about this one.
When the girls start coming over, it ain't gonna stink. Your room as a young boy, most young boys, your room gonna stink from about 13 to about 18. Your room gonna smell like feet and ass. And then after that, once you start having company over, your shit gonna start smelling like whatever that shit is your mama got in there.
You know why my room didn't stink around that time? Because I had a big space. I had that basement, and so it was big. So like everything wasn't kind of like right there. My dirty clothes got to go right to the laundry room because it's right on the other side right there. So I didn't have all that stuff just like that little
dirty ass socks that you just come in and throw off to the side.
You come in and just throw all your clothes right there, and you don't never take them out the room. Socks up under the bed and all that shit. So I didn't have that.
That reminds me of this. This is our top subject, but it just reminds me of this. I remember one time we was living on 126th and State.
We don't need to tell that story.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're going to talk about.
What? No, this is about me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Tell that story.
So you remember y'all room was in the front, that first bedroom, and I had the middle one. So I guess we were supposed to have our rooms clean. I cleaned my room up, right? But I had a little walk-in closet, shelves on this side, but the floor, clothes on the floor just stacked in the middle, right? But the room was clean. So I'm sitting here like, shoot, my room clean. So my mama go check their room. Okay. She opened that closet. The closet wasn't clean. She started beating their ass. So I was like, oh shit, right? So I run in my room. I should have just left it, but I run in my room. Where am I put all these clothes? Literally, it's stacked about this high on the floor. She caught me trying to take the clothes and stuff them under the bed. I should have just left them. She probably wasn't even go check my closet.
Oh no, she was gonna check it. She just wanted to whoop some people that day. That's all it was. She just wanted to whoop some people. That's why she checked our closet. Because she hardly ever checked our room to see if it was clean. She knew it wasn't going to be clean. That's why she come in there. She just felt like handing out some whoopers that day.
And all I did when she left out, I'm hollering when she whooping me. When she left out, I start cracking up because I'm like, yo, dumbass.
All right, y'all. It's time for us to go.
Yeah, Egypt just texted me too.
We can't get on these family stories.
Nah, we be all night with those. Especially with you telling them, yeah, that
Man.
all night.
Yeah, we got a bunch.
All right. Well, as always, y'all, we love everybody who came and checked in with us. Too many times got in trouble over Aisha.
Fresh ice. Oh, yeah.
Who just put that up?
Who is Ron Marley?
That's a little cuz. That's a little cuz
cuz.
mine. On my mama's side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, he said cuzzo. You talking about little cuz. How that explain to me?
Didn't they tell you can't use the
Right, I did the same thing. Nah.
The Allstate dude plays God on Lucifer.
Okay, fun facts. That's a good place to put a pin in it.
Let's get up out of here, like we say. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. So,
Love y'all.
Tell a friend, tell a friend. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
YouTube, mention YouTube, Beyonce.
Yeah, she's slipping.
y'all was talking. I'm trying not to talk over my background.
Hell nah, you had signed out already.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So, catch us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like, share, hit the notification bell. Subscribe also. And then we'll see y'all all next week. Next week, hopefully, we'll get our producer to actually post what it is that we'll talk about ahead of time so y'all can see and y'all can be a part of it. Yes, he's about to lose his job. But with that, everybody, that's all I got to say. Anything y'all got to say?
Nope. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Damn, she stole your shit.
It's all right. I let her borrow it.
Oh, all right. Out of here.